This is too easy. Arrgh. What's this? Another Mage's Guild whelp come to pilfer my cavern? Foolish. Soon you shall share the same fate as your little lady friend. Prepare to serve under your new lord for all eternity. Now you're going to get it.
Hello, can you hear me? It's me, Miss Ryle. Are you from the Mages Guild? I'm trapped in some dark room deep in this cavern. I ended up here after narrowly escaping Vorhor's shuffling monstrosities. Please, I'm too afraid to come out on my own and it's terribly dark in here. Thank you. I'll let you know when you're getting close, okay? Please stay safe.
While the arts of necromancy are only illegal in the province of Morrowind, few citizens of the Empire have an enlightened view of our art. The pages of the Book of Life and Service overflow with obscure mystical pronouncements and prophecies, few of which are comprehensible, much less relevant to your situation. However, the following two excerpts seem of possible interest. The first suggests classification of entities to be encountered here on the Soul Cairn. The second may be an invocation of command. The ranks of the blessed. Blessed are the bonemen, for they serve without self in spirit forever. Blessed are the mistmen, for they blend in the glory of the transcendent spirit. Blessed are the wrathmen, for they render their
I can hear your
rage unto the
footsteps.
aged.
I should be right
Blessed
through
are
that
the
door
martyrs.
there. Are you there? You're in my room, right? I can't see you in this darkness. Please light a torch or something if you could. What? How could that be? I'm not blind, am I? What is going on here? You sound like you're right on top of me. Don't be ridiculous. Stop fooling around and get me out of here. Wait a minute. Hold on, I think you're right. I am dead. How could I forget? That awful feeling of that vile necromancer's dagger burying itself in my abdomen, and then suddenly there was this awful sucking sensation. No, this can't be. You have to reverse this. You have to get me out of here. It's so dark. I can't see a damn thing. Wait, where did the floor go? It's so dark. You have to get me out of here. It's so dark. Wait, where did the floor go? Wait, where did the floor go? It's so dark. It's so dark. It's so dark. It's so...
Do you have something to say, Bosmer?
I'm Kivinius Yorval, boatswain of the Imperial Navy. If you're here to see the...
I can't imagine eating one of those things.
Yes?
Good to see you again. I'm still stuck fighting the Imperial bureaucracy here. Hopefully I'll be able to take off soon. Time is money, you know. You found it? I'm glad to hear that. I think Kassad would like to hear the good news as well. I transport wares, and sometimes people, between the ports of the Inner Sea on my trusty vessel, with my even trustier first mate Alahir. He's dead? Good riddance. The waters are just a bit safer now. Captain Kamzaron at your service. What do you need? You can see the Ebon Tower from anywhere.
Khajiit has no time for you. Khajiit is waiting on the slow census and excise agent.
What brings you here?
What was that?
What brings you to Old Ebonheart? It is the capital of... Amethyst is a purple gemstone with modest magical qualities. Old Ebonheart is a town divided. They're the god, Archibald, our city, westerns, Have you heard of the Wayrest painter Neil Jaimont? He's famous. Came in with King Helseth's entourage. So I heard. seeking exotic inspiration.
So I said, where's the money in that?
Did you get the package? Great, you took your sweet time. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. Sounds like an adventure. I definitely didn't expect that an errand that simple would turn into such a mess. Here, take these herbs on the house, and a bit of gold for your trouble. But one thing's for sure, friend. The package was definitely worth it. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Thanks for the delivery.
Yes?
I suppose I could spare a moment or two.
Well, Snicker's nice dress. Well, where's Miss Ariel? By the 9. How revolting. Soul trapping another human being is a crime worse than murder. And being trapped is a fate worse than death. I'm thankful that you dispatched with that bastard. Gods know what he intended to do with Mrs. Soul. However, we can't just leave her in there. My first instinct would be to smash the soul gem. Soul gems act like vessels for souls, so smashing the vessel should free the soul inside. Good point. Truthfully, I'm really not sure what would happen. She knows a lot more about soul gems than I. If she suggests something stupid, you may also want to consult Hastafos Valifer, the town necromancer, a few houses away from here. Don't worry, he practices his art in a perfectly ethical manner. We can discuss this after you've talked with Zisichieva.
Whatever possessed you to wear something like that?
Whatever possessed you to wear something like that? Whatever possessed you to wear something like that? Whatever possessed you to wear something like that? Is that the latest fashion back west? Can't say I approve. Whatever possessed you to wear... Is that the latest fashion back? Whatever possessed you to wear... Whatever possessed you to... I shouldn't have pushed so hard. Is that the latest fashion back west? Can't say I approve. Is that the latest fashion back west? Can't say I approve.
Whatever possessed you to wear something like, oh dear, poor Missa. So Valkyria would see this soul gem smashed. That would be a terrible waste. Poor Missa's soul would become fragmented and unusable. It pains me to say this, but Missa is dead for good. There's no way to bring her back. Instead of letting her soul go to waste, I propose we bind whatever magic is left of her soul into something useful and beautiful. A lustrous silver weapon seems a fitting vessel. That way, her death will not have been in vain. Nonsense. Soul gems only contain the soul magic of a living thing, not the soul itself. However Vahor bound her to this soul gem, the bond will be broken when I use it up. My offer still stands.
Welcome to Neil Jaimon's Fine Art. I am Juleka Suvia. You can find Neil Jaimon.
All right, I'm listening. I'm a painter. I paint magnificent works of art for all of Nirn to see. I am Neil Jaimont, the painter from Wayrest. Quite famous too, if I do say so myself. What do you mean? Ours is the largest imperial port in Morrowind, with its inhabitants being mostly settlers, traders, or diplomats. You don't know the famous Neil Jaimont? Ah, I suppose we are very far from the Iliac. I was one of King Helsith's favorite painters back in Wayrest. The things well, it's best not to dig up too much of the past. We were fast friends, so when he and his mother came back to Morrowind, I was invited to come along with them. Vermilius Vendici has a splendid collection of weapons and equipment in his manor in Andathrin. The Mercia Vendici, around the plaza. I am Neil Gymont, the painter from Way. Old Ebonheart is a beacon of Cyrodiilic civilization, and the amethyst is a purple gem. It is the capital city of Morrowind, a royal city. Old Ebonheart welcomes even the...
Good tidings, friend. You can find... Ah, greetings. What shall we talk about? Drake and Dragon, citizen. Neil Gymont is in town. You haven't heard of him? Oh, he's a Wayrest painter. Does wonderful work. If only I could get in touch with him. I've been offered the hand of a well-to-do Imperial officer stationed home in Cyrodiil. I'd like him to see me, but I can't abandon my post, and the next closest thing is sending him my portrait. Not just any painter will do. Not just... Oh, thank you. I want to commission Neil Gymont to do it.
Indeed, the Emperor's laws, citizen, and a painting for Emilia Vesici? Oh, no, I'm not at all in the mood for painting. For a suitor, you say, romantic love? Oh, all right, if you can find me these ingredients, I can help you with your portrait problem. Do you have all the ingredients yet?
"How's your wife?" asked Zalitha. "She's in bed with laryngitis," replied Harlith. "Is that Argonian bastard back in town again? I keep seeing spots before my eyes. Have you seen a healer?" "No, just spots."
Ah,
A
greetings.
big Nord named Julgen was set on by a gang of thieves. He fought them furiously, but in the end they beat him into semi-consciousness. They searched his pockets and discovered that he only had 3 gold pieces on him. "Do you mean to tell us you fought us like a mad Lupe for 3 lousy gold pieces?" sneered one of the thieves. "No," answered Julgen. "I was afraid you were after the 400 gold pieces in my boot. During the War of Bettany, the Bretons in the Isle of Craghold were under siege for several days. After the island was liberated, Lord Bridwell found the ruins of the castle where a crowd of survivors were hidden away in the dark. It was going to be a difficult job freeing them, as part of the roof had collapsed, trapping them all within. Bridwell stuck his head in the
Nine and the Empire,
shouted to the Bretons below, "Are there any expectant
Only few
mothers
people
down
have the
there?"
courage to enter my house. Salutations to you, brave soul. My name is Hastiphos Valifer, and I am a necromancer. Have you come to talk with the dead? Very peculiar, very concerning. Could you tell me more about Miss Ryle? A colleague of yours has been trapped inside a soul gem, and you say she spoke to you from within? I find that unlikely. Soul gems cannot contain a spirit, only its energy. Let me take a look. How peculiar. It appears there's more to this gem than meets the eye. It has been enchanted to use the soul energy contained within to bind a spirit to it. In other words, Miss Ariel's ghost has been bound to this soul gem by her own soul magic. That would explain how she was able to speak with you back in Gand. Gods know what Vover planned to do with her captured spirit. Though her spirit is curiously dormant at the moment, it is likely that she is still able to perceive her surroundings to a degree. With that in mind, I do hope that you haven't been speaking too carelessly about Mrs.'s situation with your colleagues. It would certainly destroy the soul magic within the soul gem, but there's no telling how Mrs. Ghost would fare such a barbarous act. In any case, I do have a solution in mind that would be guaranteed to decouple Mrs. Ghost from the soul gem. Not only would the effects of enchanting be unpredictable and potentially harmful to Mrs. Ghost, but such an act is morally reprehensible as well. If the binding enchantment persists, she could very well become bound to her new vessel, slowly losing her mind and sense of identity as her ghost withers away. I'm not surprised that an Argonian would be so cold-blooded. Fortunately, I've dealt with similar ghost-binding enchantments in the past. In order to conduct the decoupling ritual, I will need the following materials: a black rose, 1 moonmoth wing, some black lichen, and some grave dust. Oh, and of course, a small fee of 60 septons. If you bring me all these materials, I will set Missa free from the soul gem. Excellent. You have my word that the ritual will work. Are you asking about Miss Ariel?